Should you get a survey before you buy an investment property? Yes, 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 yes. The answer is almost always yes. I'm going to explain why. Before I do that, let me give you the one scenario in which you may not need to do that. If you're buying a property that has had a good boundary survey in the last few years, so in California I would say 5 years or less, then you may not need to pay for a new survey. Okay? If there hasn't been changes to the site, if the site's the same as it was 5 years ago and you feel comfortable that you can look at the survey and determine that, then you may not need to get a new survey. Note there's some caveats there. It's got to be a good boundary survey. Okay, but in any other situation, you need to get a survey before you buy an investment property. Why? Why is that? So I'm going to give you 4 reasons why that is a smart thing to do. Okay, number 1, smart investors understand risk management, right? There are no risk-free investments, and typically there's some correlation between the level of risk and the level of return or the level of profit on an investment. It's no different in real estate. In fact, real estate may be even more difficult, more risky, because real estate is a complicated investment, and there's a lot of hidden complexity to real estate. So certainly, if you haven't been in the real estate industry for a long, long time, you need to work with a good boundary surveyor, a good private land planner if you're going to buy an investment property. A good survey tool is a risk discovery tool, right? It's going to help you understand the potential boundary and land title risks or land use planning risk in a parcel before you purchase. Okay, so that's the first reason. A good survey is a good risk discovery, risk management tool. Okay, the second reason to get a survey before you buy an investment property is the value of real estate parcels can vary widely based on some very small factors. And so, if you're gonna purchase a piece of real estate, a real estate parcel as an investment, a lot of your return on your investment is going to be bound up in what the ultimate value of the parcel is when and if you go to sell. And so you don't want to get in a situation where you've bought a parcel assuming the value was X and you find out the value is less than X because of some weird boundary or land title issue that you didn't think about or that you didn't discover. And so you really can't properly value a piece of commercial real estate without a good recent survey. Okay, let me say that one more time. You can't properly value a piece of commercial real estate without a good recent survey, period. There's no exceptions to that rule. I don't care what your real estate broker tells you. I don't care what your real estate appraiser tells you. I don't care what the title company tells you. That's the bottom line. If you want a proper valuation of a piece of commercial real estate, you need a recent survey. That's all there is to it. The kind of issues we discover in surveys can have a huge impact on the ultimate value of a parcel. Okay. The third reason you need to get a survey before you buy an investment property is part of protecting the investment, protecting your investment, protecting the value of that property is what we call good boundary management. What do I mean by that? By good boundary management, I mean the property corners are monumented and you make sure that there are not encroachments or unauthorized access of the property. That's especially important for large land holdings, right? So you have a legal obligation in the United States to make sure that other people don't use your property without permission. Okay, that could be a driveway, a fence, a building, right? One of the ways you do that is you have your property surveyed, you have the property corner monument set, and you make sure you keep unauthorized people off your property, right? If you fail to do that, other people, including your neighbors or members of the public, can acquire legal rights to your property that you did not give them, you did not sell them. That's just the way our legal system works. So you want to have good boundary management. That's a protection of your investment. Okay, you need a survey to do that. Okay, the fourth reason why you want to get a survey before you buy an investment property is if you're going to subdivide or build. Okay, if you're going to do that, at some point you are going to need a survey anyways, right? Get the survey before you buy, don't wait. So if you're going to buy a piece of property and you know you're going to build or you know you're going to subdivide at some point in the future as part of your investment, don't wait for the survey. Get the survey before you buy, right? Find out the problems before you buy. Let the surveyor know, hey, I'm going to get you this. I want you to survey this right now, but I know I'm going to subdivide or build in the future. I want to be able to reuse some of this survey in the future. A good land surveyor will work with you and will explain to you how they're going to do that, how they're going to make sure that that survey carries some value forward into the future when you begin to do your other work. You're going to get that survey anyways. Don't wait until after you buy and then go to build to get the survey, because that's when you're going to find all the problems. Get the survey before you buy. So there you go. 4 reasons why you should get a survey before you buy an investment property, before you buy a piece of commercial real estate as an investment. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely get a good boundary survey, right? Map all the easements, set the corners, locate physical structures and utilities close to the property line. Have the surveyor look at your deed and your title report and your tax assessment records. Get that done. That is part of how you invest intelligently in commercial real estate.